I want to focus on a particular highlight of the last quarter century, and that would be Balthazar in Soho. Now, Balthazar now has got an almost notorious reputation because it's an incredible cavalcade of celebrities. I'm going to get into that in a little bit, but we have to have a little context of the history. When Balthazar was established in 1997 by Keith McNally, a restaurateur who had already done a lot with places like Odeon, the neighborhood had really started to change a lot. Soho had gone from being a warehouse, industrial kind of place to then a center for art galleries, and then it was now starting to transform into a really high-end kind of neighborhood. But anyway, going to 1997, New York was really rising, but there was an appetite for the traditions of the French haute cuisine, but with a more casual and more enjoyable presentation. A kind of great mix that might be considered postmodern were not the fact that it was done so seamlessly. And of course, Keith McNally's great designer, Ian McFeely, giving that feeling of wonderful light and airiness, and yet just enough theatricality, with a great long bar. It was taken from an old Harlem speakeasy. And that really is a lot of what is the center of Balthazar, this rather large establishment that can fit well over 150 people a day, but has a great relaxing kind of vibe. Now, don't get me wrong, rather expensive. We're talking, steak frites that are going for over $40. Or a waffle that goes for over $30 if you're doing a brunch. And the brunch, of course, is legendary. Anthony Bourdain famously said he hated brunch, but Balthazar had the kind of thing he was looking for. But of course, maybe its celebrities are what makes it famous, if not notorious. I mean, Jerry Seinfeld proposed marriage to his wife here. Jack Nicholson one time was just being eyed by the whole slew of patrons. And when he just had that moment where he had to go to the bathroom, wouldn't you know it, people started applauding. And of course, he just gave a wave and a sly grin. You can still possibly catch a celebrity, maybe wearing dark glasses or so at Balthazar. It just remains one of those places that is a hangout for the well-known or those who mean to be well-known. It's hard to get a table at Balthazar. The great thing about them is they give you a casual attitude. You can always go to their bar. In fact, they have a great policy where you can order from the bar, which, we wish some elegant restaurants would do. It's one of those great civilized pleasures you got to check out, Balthazar, one of New York's own.